Welcome to How to Authorize a New User in CA Asset Portfolio Management. My name is Gail Bacon with the CA support team, and for the next few minutes, I'll be walking you through how to add a new user through the graphical interface for CA Asset Portfolio Management. As you can see from my screen here, I'm actually sitting on the Authorize Users screen, and to navigate to there, you click on the Administration tab, click on the User Role Management submenu tab, and then from there, click on Authorize Users. And then the left tree view displays, and at the bottom, you're going to see a list of all the users that are already authorized in the system. Now, it's important to note the difference between a user and a contact in your system. A contact is just anybody or any person that you want to keep track of. Keep track of their address, their email address, their company affiliation, etc. And a user is actually somebody that is already a contact, but the user is going to also be allowed to log in and use the application itself. So the first step is to click on Search Users and find the person that you want to authorize, or people. We can actually authorize multiple users on this screen at one time. And when the list first comes up, you may see that the list is blank, and I'm going to show you that blank screen here now by unselecting the Select from Synchronized Contacts checkbox. So what this particular checkbox does, and it's pretty important, is it's going to look in the contact table and it's only going to display those users for us that have a user ID that have not already been authorized in the system. So if it comes up blank at first, go ahead and check this checkbox, and that will show you the contacts that you can actually authorize as users in the system. Now, some of the contacts may or may not have a user role. So, for example, Barb Miller on the far right, her role name is System Administrator. And then if we look down here, we see that Ravi Dar doesn't actually have a role yet. So there's two requirements for them to be able to log in. They have to exist in a user role and they have to be authorized to the application. So I'm going to show you in one step how to do all of that in one step. So I'm going to authorize both Barb and Ravi. And Barb is already in a user role, so she's pretty set. All we have to do is click the authorize button for her and she's good to go. But Ravi, notice he doesn't have any role name here. So we're going to first edit Ravi's record and put him in a user role. And I'll just put him in as a system administrator also. Okay, click the green checkbox to complete that entry. And then if I click authorize, we have both users now authorized to the application, and they'll show up in the bottom pane. So now we have Barb here and we have Ravi at the bottom. Now note that this particular technique for authorizing users through the interface is going to be useful when you only have maybe 10 or less than 20 users that you need to authorize, or if you're only doing, a few at a time. If you want to authorize users when you're first getting started, right, with the application, and you have, 50 or 100 users, it's probably better to use the ITAM data importer. It's a little bit faster, and you can set up imports that import your changes. So as a new person comes into your Active Directory, etc., gets imported into the contact table, then you can keep running those imports over and over again. And that's it. If you have any further information about CA Asset Portfolio Management, please visit our product documentation, our CA communities, and the CA Education Learning Paths by clicking the information bubble in the upper right-hand corner of this slide. Thanks for watching.